He's going to tell you what's going to happen. Asari Dokubo said he is being responsible for the security of lives and properties and travelers along Kaduna Abuja Expressway. He said the contract was given to him by Buhari. So Asari's people have been the one protect. God damn it, man. But the first one, watch this.
You encourage people to kill other people. When the madness they call NSAS started, I was one of the people vocal opposed to that nonsense called NSAS. And Nnamdi Kanu was walking free. What did he do? He poured petrol. He was walking free. He poured petrol on the flames for NSAS. Now, he has been caught. What of the people who have died? This is a criminal. He should face the law. What of the people who have died by, as I'm talking, Nnamdi Kanu does not have any control over what is happening in the southeast. Simeon Ekpa had come out pretending that he's with Nnamdi Kanu. He has actually plotted a coup against Nnamdi Kanu to take over the leadership of IPOP. That is the truth of the matter. So releasing Nnamdi Kanu is rewarding criminality and rewarding gruesome murder of innocent people. He should face the law for the actions and the instigation he has carried out.
That's his message to Kanu. Did you see the twist? You see, a lot of you where they claim to be activists, terrorists like this will be calling people to arrest you because they need you away. This social media is so powerful for these guys. And trust me, they will do everything and, they will do anything and everything. But they just can't. They can't really make any changes, so to say, if you ask me. So Asari Dokubo, using Nnamdi Kanu, that Nigeria court said must be released. A criminal like Asari, put it that way, of course, can bump Simon Ekpa into it, latch on whatever he calls, a coup against Nnamdi Kanu and the rest. He can drive all narratives that kind of will make him feel like, I don't know. But the only thing I quite pick out of this is this. The hypocrisy that stinks here, the one that is staring everybody on the face, is going to boomerang. It's going to boomerang. Asari Dokubo himself is going to be declared wanted under this call. I'm not a prophet, so don't think I'm not predicting. I am projecting. You see, when you go this route, Kalu is a drug lord, an experienced one at that. Here you get. What Kalu does is he uses people to achieve his aim. And the likes of Asari Dokubo, they are willing to. So one of these days, they will need somebody like him to prove another point too. But here is a reminder. Like I said, Buhari that kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, he couldn't do anything to him. He tried. He couldn't. The last time I advised Kalu on this, I said Tinubu should try not to inherit the enemy of Buhari. There's a reason why he did his best to not kill him, avoiding all of that. But if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu under Tinubu, even the likes of Asari Dokubo and the rest of them, they would have to deny Kalu at that point. And I believe Kalu knows better too. As a drug lord, trust me, he should know better. He won't be as dumb as this opportunist called Asari, who was ready to trade anybody as long as his own feeding bottle can be guaranteed for another time like this.
He just to come and say hello to my father. I've congratulated him before this time and to give a word of support for what he has achieved and what he has done so far. And I know that Nigeria had changed. Nigeria had turned 360 degrees in the positive direction. When I'm speaking about the president, I'm speaking from a personal point of view. I will do everything, I can stake everything to make my father, in quote, succeed. And that is a promise I had given to myself and a promise I've given to him. Oil theft will be stopped. There'll be zero oil theft in the Niger Delta, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Here you get. That's the deal. They've been making the deal with them since the time of Yaradua. Now only Obasanjo sent them to jail. Yaradua gave them very good money. And whenever that money is tackled, they will tell you, we are going to start bombing, we are going to start this and that. These are a bunch of crumb eaters. Now, I don't know, Princess, now you and who be John, I'll be waiting with that. Princess, if you see, Asari gets supporter too. You don't know. Say somebody will get money. In Nigeria, it doesn't matter how you make that money. Just make it. Is that not the rule? Make the money first. Now kill, you won't kill people. Make them first. Because now the same people, the same Nigerians that will defend you. Because the moment somebody start asking about or kind of start showing your criminal lifestyle and the rest of that, they say, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Is he the only criminal? When I left my program on the last time I was here, right? And we're talking about these rogues. And somebody was like, leave Emefiole alone. You this Mayegun. Is he the only criminal? Is he the only thief? Is he the first thief? As I want those salary, it is a war meeting. But it's just that we can't help it. A lot of you that are really mentally deranged, that love to defend your criminal leaders. It doesn't matter where they come from. They could be your Afar, they could be your sheikh, they could be your Oba, they could be your emir, be your this or that. They could be your pastor or any of those useless people that you kind of worship, even when they commit all these crimes. I don't care about them. I just see you as a mentally deranged people that love to defend their oppressors. So I know that. Because the moment they start saying, they'll say, it's because of his enemy, the enemy at work. Do you know how many life Emefiole is changing? Do you know how many life of people that Asari has changed? That will not change the fact that he is the local terrorist that you don't like to call terrorist. Now that is him putting the entire Nigeria military, a corrupt military, which is true. The corrupt Navy, those who were supposed to love Nigeria, they swore to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria. But guess what? They collude. They collude with those who are coming to kill you. They collude with those who wanted to take your land. by taking your lives. They collude with those who are coming in to steal your crude oil. They collude with those who are coming to bring in economic policies that are going to keep you poor. They collude with them since they could get paid. Are you with me? So, yeah, we know that. And there is no way out of it, unfortunately. There is no way out of it. Some people are saying that make God just let the court save you. Are you joking? You have no court. There is no court in Nigeria. All you have is a showroom. Enjoy the entertainment. Enjoy the drama. Follow it. Don't lose your mind because you don't have any court. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just have to tell you. So Asari Dokubo is accusing the Nigerian military, the Nigerian Navy, of being so corrupt that they've compromised. And they came back and they said, Asari must tell them how they are corrupt. You know that kind of thing you read in the papers. Asari will say something in the Punch. Vanguard, the Nigerian Navy will say, Asari, we call you to come and give evidence for that statement. There's no evidence. We all know that. So come on. Asari will say, they know who I am talking to. I don't mean the entire military. They know some people. All of these are just because Asari want to become the ones that is getting paid the Tompolo money. That's a lot of money. 16 billion naira per contract for the Niger Delta terrorists to look away. Oh yeah, look away. Can't look away. Whenever the fraud of oil stealing in Niger Delta is going on. And they should act if the people that are not, if those who are coming to steal the crude oil, they are not the people they authorized to come and steal the crude oil. Asari and gang should act. I mean, come on. So here we are, the military, the Navy, they are not so independent per se, because if it was in America, they would probably have picked him up and say, you should come and answer that. But you're going to pick Asari up. I go sack you now. Now that Tinubu is pretty much sacking all of them, replacing them. So everybody is trying to be like, nice, but they are giving you the entertainment. Omo, Asari Dokubo need the 16 billion naira pipeline project protection. Listen to me. That's a lot of money. Okay? So, under Buhari, the contract for protecting the pipelines in Niger Delta was awarded at 187 billion naira a year. Are you listening? Now, out of that contract, Tompolo alone got nearly 50 billion of that contract, 187 billion. I'm not sure how much Asari Dokubo got from that contract. I can bet you it wasn't much and it wasn't happy. Okay? So the likes of Tompolo get paid 4 billion naira every month. There are others too who get paid from this money. So what that means is that if 16 billion naira a month, 16 billion naira a month to be shared by all this group of militants, you call them, and their leaders. I take a term, that one is king now, but you see they collecting contract as well. And federal government have to pay them. It's like you have to pay them, or else there will be no oil. Forget it. They will start blowing things up. But if you pay them, you can do whatever you like. What about the people? Fuck all. The people can find their way. So Asari Dokubo is in a position whereby he's going to be very, very rich. More rich now. You see that pool of fund, Kolu may increase it to over 200 billion. Protection of pipeline and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about multi-billion dollars project. Buhari alone wanted to borrow nearly $6 billion to construct pipeline from Niger Delta that will go straight to northern Nigeria, go straight to Niger Republic, and from there to Morocco, and on like that. So when they turn on the tap in Niger Delta, everybody go just get the oil from everywhere. You won't have a clue. That's how much investment So paying them that much money, you may say, oh, wow. And you know something? The Nigeria military, Nigeria police, Nigeria civil defense, Nigeria navy, they are personally jealous because they are wearing uniforms. They cannot ask for contracts to be given a share. So what they have done is they offer their service like they are private companies, private security companies on the IC. Yes, they offer their service as protection. Let's give you protection. So instead of the Nigeria military, Nigeria navy, as well as other security agencies that are supposed to be protecting your territorial water, instead of them to protect you from crude oil thieves who came with big vessels and ships, right? They are the ones offering security. So they will protect them. They are protecting them against the other smaller criminals, which Asari Dokubo and gang represent. Those ones run with speedboats. They will hijack the ship. They will tow the ship to their own base, and they will demand for money before they will let the crude oil to sail. So to prevent all of that fisticuffs, right? The Nigeria military, Nigeria navy, they should be arresting these thieves. They are the ones providing security, including air surveillance. So air surveillance to protect stolen crude oil out of Nigeria water. Asari knows that, and that's the deal in Niger Delta for years. It's about who is getting it. So you get the deal about Nigeria is about who is getting it, who is getting what. And in this case, it seems that fortune just smiled on Asari. Well, he's going to be arrested. Under this Kolu, Asari will be arrested or declared wanted, or he's going to run away or something at all. Nnamdi Kanu has become a political bargaining chip. Don't take this as offense, Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu has become this fish bone. You know that fish bone that gets stuck in your throat? It's not a good experience. So you know that would be like like you want to get it out, and then you're gonna take it slow and say, you know what I mean? Or this bone, you know that kind of bone that you tie and put at the collar as a collar on a dog. Yeah, the kind of bone that is there, so close, but you can't eat it. You can't chew it. It feels like he doesn't have that power. He's been kidnapped, kept somewhere. They could do whatever they want to him, torture him, yeah, psychologically drain him, do all manner of things to him. But yet, he's just not going away. It looks like he's not that powerful. Who are his people? Who are his connection? Why can't they just go and break him out of that place? Why can't they start a riot? Why can't they start something big to show to Nigeria that Nnamdi Kanu that you are holding is huge? You know what I mean? He's just Nnamdi Kanu, a man with the most sharp-headed truth. Very uncomfortable, inconvenient, sometimes condescending, blunt, and every other thing you want to kind of qualify it as. You don't like him. A lot of you don't like him. Have you not noticed? Nnamdi Kanu is just somebody that is always there in everything that has to do with Nigeria since they have made him the issue about Nigeria. I'll tell you about that too. I'm gonna. It's not going away. A lot of you watching me right now, you would wish that genuinely Nigeria has something, something so kind of genuine, even if you don't go to make it up, something genuine to jail Nnamdi Kanu for. They killed innocent people and still killing innocent people as we speak today. They are lying to you that they are killing them because they are those who want to cause problem. But they are lying to you because it is like unfinished Cold War, tribal war that those political criminals actually benefited from in the past. They can't do away with it. They've told you so many lies. You hate him, you like him, it doesn't matter. But take a look at it. This is somebody that is in their custody, but he's most dreaded. Buhari's people, they are so scared right now if Kalu is going to release him. Very scared. Asari Dokubo is very scared if Kalu is going to release him. Some of you, obedient, you are not comfortable in case if Kalu release him. I'm saying let us be honest with ourselves here. Be honest, Gidigoni. No, they pretend. But is there, which actually makes him a very, very valuable political bargaining chip here. And chip that I mean, it's not like that chip of, okay, let's trade. No. They can't even trade with him. It will take countries, to explore the value that they have built, the social currency that they have built for Nnamdi Kanu in the last 8 years. It started from 2015. Now, you see this social currency that they have built for him, makes him somebody that everybody wants. Even Kalu wants him. So if Asari could be so scared, it simply means that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released. If Buhari's people are so scared, Tinubu knows that they will use that to blackmail him, don't you think? It does. At the same time, he is also starting a war with the Igbos. The war that he can't win. Even though politically, he could think it's an advantage. It is not. So yeah, Asari can keep having sleepless nights. Nnamdi Kanu has come to a stage whereby one of the things that can actually start the conversation around whether Nigeria should remain one country or everybody should go their separate ways, Nnamdi Kanu is a factor. Alive or not alive. Let me explain that. Nigeria has taken a detour that wasn't deliberate. And because it wasn't deliberate by the owners of Nigeria, they are fighting it. Nigeria has taken a detour from that your old one Nigeria. Behold, old things are passing away. Behold, new things are taking place, including new ideas, new choices that people are making for themselves. Nigerians are realizing everything that is wrong with Nigeria because the owners of Nigeria didn't notice when Nigeria took a detour. A generation has decided to challenge all the lies we were told. And somehow, it has become the battle of the old and the new. Continue the old, chart the new, and the confusion that you are seeing today, they are the examples to tell you the Nigeria you are seeing today is no longer the Nigeria you actually grew up in. If you haven't noticed, yes, Nnamdi Kanu will be the reason why you are going to sit together and you are going to discuss whether we want to remain one country or we want to go our separate ways. Yes. The owners of Nigeria who are using the old ways, the old way of violence, threats, compliance, and the rest of that, and they are facing the worst challenges ever from a generation that is beginning to see that you lied to our parents about one Nigeria, it was a lie. You lied to their own parents too. You are lying to us, and you're not even ashamed of it. Now, at this point, if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, it is going to be what Buhari avoided. And you probably will use that to understand why Buhari, as dreaded, as evil, as lawless, as tyrannical and dictatorial as he was, he had no strength to convict Nnamdi Kanu. He was the one who wanted the Igbos to be taught a lesson. He was the one who went after the Igbos and their economic overview for 8 years. Nigeria is suffering economic collapse today because Buhari targeted the Igbos. That may sound so kind of shocking to you. Show why, Mini. Can't you see? The economic sabotage that they carried out, they knew those who this was going to affect, and the domino effect of all of that is going to be what they're going to be on the economy. They knew. The businesses and the lives they destroyed economically. I'm talking about in Target. They knew. So Nigeria is suffering this, and I bless the day that Buhari actually came on to open all our eyes. On the other part, the divisive politics, hateful politics that APC, Egbekegbe, represents is rearing his head continually in Lagos. By this time tomorrow, which is going to be on Monday, if you are watching this replay tomorrow, Monday, you will be watching a replay of what was already confirmed that will happen, which is Igbos and your businesses in Alaba. They will demolish them. Not just that. They are going to demolish all your houses. They're going to revoke all your CFOs. This is a state-sponsored policy. They're going to reject your children from being admitted into state school in Lagos. Listen to me. This is coordinated fascist-style clamp down. I am not saying this to make you... I have been saying it anyway. And I'm kind of here to remind you that it is not a projection anymore. It is already happening. Last week, some communities in Lagos are already sending a sort of a notification to people who are landowners, house owners in their communities to come and verify their document they gave to them before they built those houses. Or else, if they don't show up to come and show evidence that the document they are holding right now about their houses is authentic. Listen to me. A lot of you have the state certified CFO. If your name is Igbo name, if your name sound like Igbo, even if you are not Igbo, from Ijo, from Yoruba, and all of these places, so it doesn't matter. The whole thing is a state policy, and it is going to spread. So, whatever it is that you think you want to do to clamp on the Igbos, to teach them a lesson, you are dealing with a generation that is more kind of updated than their own parents. I don't know, say they are more smarter than their parents and the rest, because the people that had no real preparation for a shocking war, they held Nigerian army, British, intelligence, American intelligence, and the rest of all these powerful countries all over the world. They held them down for over 3 years. Hello? So I'm not going to say that you are smarter than them or not. I'm just going to say you are more enlightened, so to say, or you are more up to date than them. Today, you're not going to wait for a letter from Abiriba to Olu before you can know what is happening in Enugu. In fact, the rest of us who are outside Nigeria get to know what is happening in Nigeria even faster than those who are living in Nigeria on many occasions. So which simply means that you are dealing with a generation that if you call them out the way you are trying to exterminate them, which they have already reached so many meaning to, they are done with Nigeria. It's not going to be called any other thing than the continued persecution of the Igbos and to the Igbos who are living in denial. Enjoy your deniability until the day they will tell you what it actually means to be an Igbo in Nigeria. I'm not going to tell you that, speaking out and the rest of that is a sign of victimhood or something. You see, if they say, what is wrong with Nigeria? Should be blamed on the Igbos? Fine. But should who the Igbos support in an election be a means of government-sponsored persecution? The one they suffered in 8 years left Nigeria more divided. Today, any small thing now they take great to yourself. If this one say, this Peter Obi is this or that, another one will come and say, like your useless father Abi. The other one will come and say, no, you people that come from the useless region of Nigeria. I mean, now they take great to yourself today. 8 years of Buhari. In 8 years, Buhari wasn't bold enough to publicly, okay, should I say, even the people that came from Buhari's part of Nigeria who felt like they were born to rule, they don't get courage. So public tell the Igbos to go back to where they come from until Kolu came. Now they are taking it further. They will demolish your businesses. They will take over your houses. They will put marking on your shopping complexes. A lot of these people are already eyeing some of your properties. To them, it is payback time. They say they want to teach the Igbo a lesson. Unfortunately, I have done a series of programs on this to remind all of us that we have Yorubas, our own brothers and sisters, who are living and well established in the eastern part of Nigeria. They speak Igbo fluently. Their children, they are married to Igbos, and Igbos are married to them. But because of politics of Tinubu, Igbos versus Yoruba, and the Cold War that never existed, the likes of Tinubu are about to amplify it. It will start from Lagos and it will be completed in Abuja. If you are in Alaba, I heard that you have already started moving. Divest your investments. Take your investment home. Sell that house in Lagos. Sell it now. Sell it to whoever can come up. Put all your whatever on there. Put them on sale. There's so much going on in Eastern Nigeria right now that needs so much attention. You have no idea what these guys have in plan for you. I mean, listen, ordinarily, you will probably feel like it shouldn't be that serious or bad because they are now also going to be affected. Criminals don't think that way, especially if you have now laced it with political bigotry, ethnic profiling. The only advice I have for the non-Yorubas, begin to divest your investments. Begin to look for elsewhere that is going to really welcome you. If going back home is too far for you because of who you are and the life you have built around us, look for elsewhere, at least for now, outside Lagos. It is not going to end well. And these are just the beginning.
I now report live from Alab International Market, Fancy and Furniture Section. Otu ọ dị taa bụ anyị gbagoju anya nyere ndị mmadụ nọ na Alaba International Market na Fancy and Furniture Section. Ndị ọchịchị obodo a bụ Lagos State Government bịara ebe a taa. Nye all the people nọ na this plaza quick notice. Immediately quick notice that demolition na get demolition ever at any given time. O wee gbagoju onye ọbụla anya anyị wabụ ndị Alaba News nọkwa ebe a iji wee gosi unu ihe from the bridge of Fancy and Furniture down here down to Canal, that everybody can see people parking all their property. It's not a small something. We are begging on the state government to have mercy. Alabani is reporting live from Alabi International Market or Jole.
You're begging people who actually want you gone to have mercy. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Like, some of you can actually be very, very much like joke. I know it's not easy to just relocate your business or just change things like that. So what happened when you lose the business then? Will you relocate then? What will happen when you lose the house to demolition? We know Lagos is saturated with questionable structures and all of that. So many of them to actually be pulled down and get destroyed. But should you not actually have a clue what the plan is, if they have plan for you? Let's say they want to demolish the part of the market for health and safety reason. Sure, you get. At least it won't be like this. The traders, the owners of the shops would have been like, oh, government is coming to kind of improve the infrastructures, yeah? They've given us the form, we've filled everything up. We're just going to wait for them to rebuild the whole place and we're going to move back in. But you see the political government, those who are working for government, right? These scavengers, right? They were under posts like that and telling people, you haven't seen anything. Leave our Lagos for us. Go back to your Anambra. Go back to your Ebonyi. Leave our Lagos for us. Election don't go. Yes, thank you so much, Sanwo-Olu. Demolish everything. Send them back to where they come from. In one Nigeria. Yeah, you're seeing them out there. Send them back to leave our Lagos for us. How dare you come to our Lagos and say you want to dethrone our Oba? You will remove our Oba. You will remove our this. You will rename our streets. How dare you? Remove all of them. Demolish all the markets. Send them back to where they come from. And some of you are there and saying, hey, it's not all of us, so all of us will respect Yoruba. We are not IPOB, we are not obedient, we are the proper Igbo people, we respect Yoruba. It's only disobedient that are trying to make you are thinking you think you are sounding nice, Abi. You think they will now say, this one now Igbo, but you know be obedient. Oh, this one now Igbo, you know be IPOB. Are you that daft? You are that daft, Abi. Like they don't love you for house, Abi. Like, let's even ask it to Igbo Kwenu. One name. One name. Tell me, they don't love you for house? You are looking at charlatans, short-sighted freeloaders, hateful people. They are raised to hate you. And they were told that you were also raised to hate them. Do you understand how that psychology works? Okay. I'm a Yoruba man. Okay. And I have seen Igbos who have told me. I have seen people with Igbo names on my platform. Yeah. Who have said publicly that they told them that Yorubas ate them. Yorubas ate Igbos. Yes, they said their parents told them that Yorubas, they hate Igbos. So they will ask you, why do Yorubas hate us? Why do Yorubas hate all the Igbos? Why is it that the Yorubas always jealous of us Igbos? Why does the Yorubas are those who are always like kind of hate us, the Igbos? You know, they use the word Yorubas, and I'm a Yoruba man, and I don't hate Igbos. But they said they told them, their parents taught them to be careful of Yorubas. Now, I'm a Yoruba man, right? I am now telling you that as a Yoruba man, we have these Agbalagba, these elderly Olori Burukus. Some of them are dead. Some are still alive. They trained young Yorubas. This is not like telling them, they trained young Yorubas that are followed to hate the Igbos. Do you understand that? Because they told these young Yorubas that Igbos, they hate Yorubas. Confusing? No, it's not confusing. What I am trying to say is this. On both sides, yeah, where you have this, there is this, a level of an agreement. Let me re-explain that. There are some of you watching me right now. You be Igbo. Your parent told you Yorubas don't like the Igbos. You are Igbo. You grew up hearing that and believing that too. Especially if you are actually like Igbo, who have never lived in Yoruba land before. I'll give that to you. I am a Yoruba, like I said. And I can tell you this for free. Yeah? That your parents who told you that Yorubas hate you, majority of them never had an experience with Yorubas. They also heard it from their own parents too. But when you meet the Igbos, who have actually had relationship, encounter with the Yorubas, they will tell you something different. You know that? So same thing in Yoruba land. There were those of us that were raised to be ready, to be defensive when you see an Igbo. But not be all of us accepted that. And that is why Yoruba land has the largest concentration of the people from Eastern Nigeria than any other part of Nigeria ever. What does that tell you? It says, even when we have those bigots within us, who always use that ethnic bait, there are people like you. There are people from Igbo land who have been taught that, yes, there are people in Yoruba land. In fact, they didn't say there are people. They said Yorubas hate you. So when they now found the Yorubas who have been trained to hate them, it just validates what their parents told them. So this is what they told me about Yorubas. So the point here that I am making is that there is an agreement on both sides. You have some Yorubas who actually believe truly that the Igbos hate Yorubas. Igbos hate them because they are Yorubas. If they are not, if they are somebody else, the Igbos will probably not hate them. Do you see the mutual mental agreement in both camps? You see, when these two mental illnesses are going on, from the Igbo side, from the Yoruba side, they are so loud that the reasonable Yorubas, the reasonable Igbos, who have been doing businesses, who have been raising families, who have been building relationship for decades, tend not to matter when we are talking about Igbos and Yoruba anymore. No thanks to the likes of APC, because today, if you are looking for people who don't like Igbos, where their bigotry, their hatred, and every other thing that you have associated with Yoruba today, if you are looking for them, you don't need to search much anymore. They are everywhere. I have some of them in my platform here. Yeah? They are pro-Yoruba, like Yoruba toko. When you mention Igbo people around them, it doesn't take long to smell their hypocrisy. Now them go they sound like they love you. They go they sound too nice. When you hear Yorubas who begin to sound too nice, finding some fancy words to explain to you why he like Igbos, but he just doesn't like them because of this and that. Excuses and all of that. Those are the people who have been fed this. But somehow they know it is wrong. It is not right. The rivalry between the Yorubas and Igbos created by these political criminals, they only existed for political reason. None of them is in any way to show that the real us, our relationship we have built for years. So if their politics now says that they should begin to target your businesses, target your homes, of course it's going to be like Yorubas are targeting your businesses. Yorubas are this, Yorubas are that. Do you really need to search for evidence anymore that Yorubas are this or that? No. APC, Egbekegbe is doing that already. So we, the Yorubas, that are completely against all this kind of politics, divisive politics that does nobody any good. We preached against it. We did our best. I did my best anyway. They gave us a name. Omoale Yoruba. Are you with me? That's what they call us. Omoale Yoruba, for telling them that the real Yorubas and Igbos that we grew up knowing, who have never had any reason to fight themselves or kill themselves or go after their own inheritance and all that, ever. The politics of 2023, the politics of APC, Egbekegbe, has now kind of created a new vista in all of this relationship. And they call us Omoale. They said we are not defending Yoruba land enough. They said the Igbos who want to take Yoruba land said they want to remove our Oba. They said the Igbos want to take over our land. They say a lot of things. But what they are not telling you is this. They felt that the presence of the Igbos threatened the slavish relationship that the Yoruba political leaders have enjoyed with the oppressed, enslaved Yorubas in the last 24 years. Somehow, an Igbo man is helping to raise that consciousness, move a political movement, and this is a threat to those who have enjoyed this privilege for so long. They didn't work for it. They didn't have to be responsible for it. They just wait for another election, pay some people up, shoot some people up, fake some figures, and swear themselves in. Share the money, wait for another 4 years, dance around, build one road that is not going to be completed, and then, all those drama, irresponsible, not ready to be. So suddenly you're asking questions. You want responsible leadership. Because an Igbo man said he wants to be president. No, all the Igbos must leave. We can't let this happen. We are trying to build a feudalist system. Look at northern Nigeria. Who education help? Book is around. They are growing. They are doing mass wedding for the illiterates. They are begging. Their children are begging on the streets. They are living. God is providing for them. Why do you need education? Why do you need independence? Why do you want to? Ask for something right. Why do you want to corrupt the mind of the Yorubas from accepting their criminal leaders? Because they are Yorubas. They have the right to keep us enslaved. They have the right to keep us poor. They have the right to keep us, whatever they are doing to us as Yorubas. We are grateful. We are happy. How dare you try to change that? You, the Igbos. I beg you understand that. So we know it is not about the Igbos. It is not about the Yorubas. It's about their interest. That once tribal, ethnic, religious differences and all of those cards they play are no longer potent or relevant, they will lose their relevance. They will lose their control. Once they lose their control, Nigeria will not be one Nigeria as you see it anymore. It's going to be a different one. And they don't want that. So yeah, if you stand against these kind of things, they say you are not fighting for the Yorubas. And I did say something. I said, the people that want to go and destroy the macro and micro economy that make Lagos State the richest state in Nigeria by IGR, by the way, not because Lagos is producing anything, not because Lagos is creating any job, but because people are finding means to just get something done that Lagos can tax. If you start any business, Lagos will tax you. Multiple taxation anyway, right? You're not going to get anything back from it. It's a taxation or rent-seeking economy. That's what it is. These guys are rent seekers. They didn't create any wealth. They didn't create any job. Nothing to make a life any meaningful or standard. Then they go after to prove something. They started demolishing things that they make money from. Who cut their nose to spite their face? Political criminals. They don't care if lives are going to be involved. You are going to watch them do this. People are going to put it on Yoruba. So people are saying, Mayegun, thank you very much for this. Thanks for this explanation. I do this all the time, but it seems not to be so effective. Because as it is, they are doing everything to widen the gap and prove that Yorubas and Igbos can never be together. Yorubas and Igbos are not saying they want to be together, you mofos. Yorubas and Igbos who exist in Nigeria of today, they would love to sit down and discuss their continued existence with Nigeria, which they won't let happen. Because they won't let that happen, they are putting up all kinds of criminal, diversion. These are costing people lives. They are costing people their livelihood. You're going to demolish their houses without any provision of anything. You're telling them to go back to where they are coming from. You're going to burn their market to chase them away. You're going to lose money. They're going to lose their businesses. They're going to lose a lot. But you don't care because you've never created any wealth. Political office gave you the chance to change people's lives, not to ruin people's lives. One Nigeria means every Nigerian can stay wherever they want to and be respected, protected, defended by everyone. But you are redefining that, which is fine. Okay? I just hope you are so ready for what is going to be the aftermath in this sense. Go ahead. Implement your Lagos for Lagos policy. Implement your Yoruba and the owners of Lagos. Yoruba children are still not being offered the best of the best education. Nothing. Yorubas in Lagos are not still being offered anything so different and say, you are Yoruba. Okay, we'll spare you. We won't take your money today. No. This whole thing is political, but it's actually going way, way beyond. It's the same thing to Kolu when they announced that Kolu is going to be going on medical trip. I was like, oh, I didn't know that it will last this long. Oh. I mean, did you believe that Kolu will stay this long? 18 days. It's been 18 days. He's been president of Nigeria. 18 days. And it's not been away. They must have probably got him a kind of better battery, and the battery charger has been brought down to Nigeria. So he's going to be going away this week rather. And they said he's going on official trip to France. So Kolu is going to go get his battery charged. They're going to kind of, drag him up enough. And then they're going to return him back to Nigeria. But pending all those time, it is going to keep giving you the vibe of the return. Or should I say Buhari Pro Max? It doesn't matter how you see it anyway, all right? We're all going to feel it, okay? It's been made, they've made some chicanery of some of their lies. But sometimes when you say you want to catch up, the catch up here is just to let you know that, of course, I am back, and you should begin to focus your battle lens, right? You should be focusing it on what Tinubu is indeed trying to do to selected Buhari's people that they want to hang in the open. And as for the tribunal, okay, I was going to probably do my night program later tonight, which I am thinking of doing. So we'll keep it at that, and I will also take calls around that time. Once again, I want to apologize for all of that interruption and all that we suffered from the start. Okay, if you joined this broadcast just not long ago, I beg you, please, if you want to watch this, just fast forward the first 7 minutes. Then when you get to 19 minutes or 20 minutes, okay, fast forward it again. And then after that, you can enjoy the remaining 2 hours or over 2 hours. So I promise to make sure that it doesn't happen again tonight. We've seen more and more people who have visited Kolu. I am going to keep them for tonight. I mean, I tried. I spent 150 minutes. My nose seems to be so blocked. I don't want it to, I don't want it to see just that. Okay. So thank you. I will see you later tonight if I am not knocked off. See, well, I was told I had, or I've got is, said it's A fever, right? You know, that thing that makes you sneeze and sneeze and sneeze and sneeze. And then until you just get tired of sneezing. And when you sneeze and sneeze and sneeze, and people next to you will be like, oh, sorry, bless you, oh, bless you, bless you. And it got to a state that they can't just say bless you anymore. It's like saying bless you like 200 times. So my voice, I hope the microphone helped. In fact, there's something I was meant to check all this while, and I'm glad that it is still there. I would have been so disappointed. So I hope the microphone actually helped to kind of reduce the, the obvious, yeah? So thank you very much. I will do my best to be with you again tonight. You see, 180 minutes is 3 hours. I have done 150 minutes. Okay, but I think I can do more, and I can call that my own comeback. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me on this Sunday. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel as always if you haven't, and I will see you some other time. So thank you.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.